From sunny San Diego, we're here in Mira Mesa for the title matches of today's JBT event. We got both finalists going on at once here. Little guy in the bunch, this is Glenn Allen Teal, converting a spare in his first frame, and he's happy about it. He should be. He has had an up and down day, literally. We'll tell you more about that as the match progresses. He's taking on Kylie Shishima for the title. And Kylie's got the headphones on, which she's allowed to do, by the way. But sometimes she doesn't always listen to the tournament director after the headphones come off. Maybe we'll mention what I'm talking about there a little later on as well, too. Teal is getting a whole bunch of handicap here in this game, 52 to be precise, so Kylie's got her work cut out of her. She's going to have to win by 53. Over here in the scratch division, somebody in a burgundy shirt is going to win their second title. As one-time winner Stephen Manier, seen there, is going up against a one-time winner. Where'd he go? There he is, Ronnie Fujita.
Rally cuff.
Who is currently sporting the rally cuff yet again. That is the rally cuff right there. It's one pant leg all the way up to the knee there. We saw it work for him for his lone title last year. See if he can turn it into title number 2 here. Bowling on a very demanding Kegel turnpike condition. Turnpike, one of the tougher Kegel sport shots. Absolutely no room to miss to the right today, and very little room, if anything, to miss to the left. High volume shot, so when the lower average bowlers played over top of it, they sort of sprayed it around, which made it really tough pair to pair. Cut to the top 16 in both divisions today. It took a score of minus 81 to make it to the top 16 in scratch, so not one of those triple-digit total disaster cuts that you'll occasionally see, but nonetheless still a real good challenge for the bowlers today. Meanwhile, Fujita bones an 8-pin over there on lane 8. Lane 8 leaves an 8. What a surprise. No surprise that Manier and Fujita are in the title match, as they both went with the burgundy shirt, as did the director.
They agreed on maroon.
Oh, maroon? Alright, it's borderline maroon. I'll give you that. Kylie was really nice form, one of the up-and-coming young ladies of our tour. 5 very quick steps, great knee bend and follow-through. A little high that time. She's opened in her second and spared in the first. Meanwhile, Teal's gone spares. He has caught fire in the last couple of games. He was a nervous wreck earlier in these matches, with a point of just being, I want to get out of here, but has turned it all around lately. So that's Kylie's ball coming on screen to the left, converting her spare, while Ronnie almost losing a 10 over to the right. 16 bowlers did our March Madness format today. The bowlers were seeded by their current all-conference point standings. So hopefully what that does is sort out the big guns, so it's some of our biggest all-stars playing each other in later matches. That's, of course, if the seeds hold, which, as we all know in the world of match play bowling, doesn't always happen. And none of the top seeds in the scratch division, the number 1 seeds, made it to the Final Four, in fact. All eliminated in the earlier rounds. Ronnie, an excellent spare shooter. He'll switch to a ball that doesn't hook at all, go hard and straight, and nail that 10-pin. Well, I don't know if that's nailing it, but converting it. Tough little 5 count here for Teal. Yeah, that's what happens in that. You can leave that back pin a lot, but hey, 9 pins total for him is just fine. If he can just throw in a couple marks in between, he'll be really tough to beat in this game. Bowling in his 3rd career JBT event, all he did to get to the title match was bowl the high game of his life, a 178 scratch, which crushed Jenny Van Danevang, who had had a great day of her own up to that point. While in the other semifinal, Kylie got by Alexis Atkin. Alexis is having a fantastic 2012 so far. Set up this all-lefty battle over here. Glenn, the young man of the bunch, at 9 years old. We had a 7-year-old winner a couple weeks ago out in New Mexico, so if you're watching these videos and think, oh, I can't compete with Ronnie Fujita, he's a beast, well, you don't have to. You got 7-year-olds and 9-year-olds winning in the other division. So.
Ronnie Fujita frost his tips.
Coming from a currently frosted tips person, I say emphatically no. Fine the way it is. Whoop. Way left on that ball. She grabbed a little bit, only gets 3. Ronnie with that maximum rotation with that high backswing and snapping it through. But if you're not accurate today, It doesn't matter how much rev you have on that ball. You've got to hit the 1-3 at the right angle, and that doesn't. Leaves the uber choppable 2-4-5. Kylie grabbed the heck out of her shot over here. Let's see if she throws a better spare attempt, and that was on a spare too. That's not good news. And unfortunately leaves that 5 there. Hard and straight at the 2-4-5 for Ronnie. Up, slides by it. Mira has gone spare double, so nice early lead for Steven and a big early lead for Glenn, who for the second straight time leads in the match scratch. Glenn easily won his game scratch against Jenny when Jenny was giving 34 pins. So far, no handicap necessary for young Mr. Teal. Fast 8 for Ronnie, a ball change for Kylie. Pretty good shot. Still pushing her up that one too. Kylie qualified for a 5 games at -64 today. Towards the bottom of the handicap pack, but in match play you just got to get in and start winning games. Ronnie's fast 8 spare attempt coming on to the shot here. He's going to hook at it this time, and it has it. Kylie's going to go relatively hard and straight at this cross lane, and she has it as well. So nice 8-count conversions for both bowlers. Good turnout here today. Thanks as always to John Balla and the Mira Mesa crew for hosting us. Christy Balla, the whole family. Didn't get here last year. They were clogged up with some other tournaments. Happy to be back at Mira Mesa. Fine basic form of Steven Manier. Top bowler on tour for a long time. One of those names you don't always hear about, but he is always near the top of the standings.
Ticket number 77, ticket number 77,
Teal returns the favor with a 3 count of his own. Steven leaves a 10 over there. He's going to do essentially the same thing as Ronnie and go hard and straight with the ball, cross lane. A non-hooking ball. Oh, and Teal makes the spare. Look at that. Came in and bowled his 2 previous events before this over at Vista. Had okay results. Came in at a 102 average and had 3 games under it, the rest over it, and again highlighted by that huge 170 game just last game, and he seems to still be riding the momentum from that into this game here. Oh, look at that, a solid 1. Almost played off. Manier and Fujita, similar bowlers. Fujita has a much higher rev rate, but aside of that, they're pretty much on top of each other on the lane. Steven maybe a little lower ball speed and a little more end-over-end roll to create essentially the same place on the lane. These sport patterns make you play pretty much one break point. It's just you got to match your style to get it to that same break point no matter how you bowl, and that's a bad chopped bucket right there to let Ronnie right back in the match. Meanwhile, ho-hum, just another spare for Glenn as he just continues to fill frame after frame here, doing a great job. Kylie's going to have to really turn it up here in the second half of the match. Still trying to find that 1-2 pocket. The Cuffed Wonder over here in the 6th frame, spare working. Trails by only 7 now. Yeah, right shot there. Ronnie qualified at -50 and is obviously won all his matches to get here, while Steven right ahead of him at -44. So identical dress, similar style, and close to each other in this match as well. Nice job from the spare for Kylie. Kylie having an excellent season. She's doing well in the women's series as well as the overall points race. Invitational bound with her title. Looking to be TPC bound as well, and pretty darn sure she'll get there. Decent shot again, and someone said good shot behind me. That's the thing. You can throw good shots and it hits the head pin. You got to throw great shots to hit the pocket and strike. You can see Ronnie, he kind of liked that ball in his hand just a little bit light. It's the difference between a swish and strike and a 2-pin combo. This time another tricky one to shoot after the 2-8. See if Kylie can cover the tricky little 3-5-6. Nice job, she does, but
Hey, tell the scratch bowlers that's how you do it.
yeah, that's how you make that 2-4-5 or whatever lefty version of that. See, another tricky one for Fujita here. All right, covers it up nicely. Teal up quickly as the younger ones typically do. He's going to slide by the head from there. If you want to see who wins, and I hope you do, watch part.